Welcome to the Lava Reef Zone in Zone 10 of Sonic 3. Sonic 3 Complete and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We're past the point where, we've been past the point where zone numbers differ based on what order you play the zones in. That was actually last episode where we started at that point, but that's all stupid technical stuff that you don't want to hear about. You want to hear about Lava Reef Zone and where we are in the game. First of all, stuff's about to go down. If you've never seen this or never played the game, first of all, why are you at part 10 without playing the game? You should have at least played it. Come on. Or at least you're playing along. I mean, if not though, that's cool. I'm introducing you to one of my favorite video games of all time. And that's always a great feeling, but this is a very popular game. It's been out for over 20 years. You have to have played it by now. Anyway, enough tangenting. Stuff's about to go down in the story. In case you've forgotten, I've never really elaborated on the story a whole bunch. Maybe in the first episode, and that's about it. This is the story of the game. So this game takes place straight after Sonic 2 does. So there's your context. Also, here's one of these bonus stages. I never go in these, and I figured why not. I was almost at 100 rings anyway, so I was going to show around the map a little bit. I think I went in one last episode. I just edited that too a couple hours ago, so I think the video is already actually exported. Or saved as an MP4 prop, I guess would be the whole what I actually did. Export just seems like the right word though in my brain because of how much I work with Photoshop. I'm digressing. I should be talking about the story. This takes place right after Sonic 2. Basically what happens is, right after the events of Sonic 2, Sonic and Tails notice that an island has just mysteriously appeared out in the ocean and go to investigate. Upon arriving, as you remember, Sonic did go supersonic, of course. And upon arriving, they meet the island's guardian, Knuckles the Echidna, who, according to the instruction manual of Sonic the Hedgehog and Knuckles, I believe is the game. It might be Sonic 3. You know, future me, add that on screen right now. What game does that show in? Or what game manual is it showing? Anyway, it shows in either Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles, maybe even both. But canonically, Knuckles is 15 and Sonic is 16. Just as a bit of trivia. That's nothing to do with the actual story, just thought it'd be interesting trivia. Because I already have enough stuff about the zone to talk about, and I'm already putting off that, but basically what the story is they get to the island, and Knuckles hits them and takes his Sonic and takes his Chaos Emeralds, because Dr. Robotnik has tricked Knuckles into thinking that Sonic has stolen the Chaos Emeralds, and that they're the real bad guys. That's what's been happening in the story at this point, and basically Knuckles has just been trying to stop us in his various little tricky ways, you know. But that's basically the story of this game so far. Not much has happened. Eggman tried to relaunch the Death Egg. In case you forgot, Death Egg Zone was the last zone of Sonic 2. We were in the same area, even though those who have played this game can tell you that they look drastically different in the inside when you're actually playing the levels. But neither here or there, I believe was the thing. Anyway, let's talk about Lava Reef Zone. As you can see, fire and lava absolutely everywhere. This is the zone where the fire shield gets to shine finally. I mean, the fire shield's already probably the most useless shield otherwise, except for bosses, because the fire that comes out of their jets. But otherwise, it's not too useful. The dash forward attack, it's easily replaced by the spin dash. It's only that much faster to dash forward instead of spin dash. So replaceable, but it can be kind of useful for. It can be pretty useful for bosses. Here it is the most useful shield, up even above the lightning shield. At least in Act 1. Act 2, I'd definitely say lightning shield. Towards the, well, we'll talk about that later. For the most part in Act 2, I'd say lightning shield, but as you can see, I interchange them a lot because, in my eyes, in this level, they are of equal importance. And you can see my screen nuking ability with Hypersonic here, but Anyway, let's talk about some of the bad eggs. You saw, okay, that guy right there who just came out of the rock, that's Iwamadoki or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce the name. It doesn't have an English name, only the Japanese name, so that's a little bit of trivia for you there. We had Toximister, who will blow his cloud out. It's toxins, actually, and if they get on you, they will heavily slow you down, heavily impede your ability to jump, and take your rings one by one. The only way to get rid of it is to spin dash, or kill the Toximister who placed the cloud on you. Okay, we're already at the first mini boss. I'm not even done talking about all the mechanics yet. This is Heat Arms, as you can see on screen. It's funny, because normally I have to either memorize these or have them on a card next to me, but now the names are on screen because I already edited the stupid episode. What's gonna happen is that those two little antennae? I don't know, will come up and start shooting laser balls at you. He's already dead. They'll stay up for a little bit. They each take 4 hits to defeat. After a certain amount of time where they're defeated, the Heat Arm itself will come up and try to attack you. It will just follow you for a little bit, try to crush you. Curiously enough, if you're spin dashing, it will, kill you if you're invincible for any reason. Otherwise, it will just damage you, or you'll see the damage to it. After it attacks you, it will go back down, and the antennae will pop up, or if the antennae are already defeated, then the hand will just come right back up, as you saw. I kind of butchered the explanation a little bit because I had to do it fast for coming into Act 2, but you know what? Whatever. Anyway, Act 2, you can see everything, like lava's cooled down. You can now walk on it, as you saw 30 seconds ago about. Everything just looks a lot more pretty. My only complaint with the aesthetics here is that there's way too much blue. I like the color blue, but having it this much kinda is... Ugh, I don't like it. I don't know why. Having a lot of the same exact color, though, with no, like, complementary colors or anything like that, really is kind of offensive to the eyes in the first place. So, whatever. Anyway, here's a new mechanic. These things, they're basically just spears in Glow Ball. Time them the same exact way you would there. In this stage, there's a lot of secret passageways. There's one I didn't know about that I did miss. I don't have a level map handy, and I'm not going to put one on screen to interrupt the gameplay. But, go to SonicZone0.com. Around this area, there's a moving platform and one of those things I told you at the time, like you would Glow Ball. And there's going to be a secret tunnel to the left. When there's moving blocks, right there, actually. You have to ride one of those to jump into a secret passage to your left, and there would be a big ring there. I believe this is... The reason I mentioned that is because I believe this is the last zone that big rings are available in. There might be one or two in, a later zone, but as far as I know, this is the last one where they're at least as common as they are, and as such, there's a bunch. In fact, this zone has probably some of the most big rings I've gotten in all game. Even, I'm taking into account me still going for the Chaos Emeralds and Super Emeralds. That's how many I got. You'll see at the end of the episode, but right now, I'm just gonna warn you right now. I probably should have said this at the top of the episode, but I get hit a lot. So probably already adjusted that by now, but I wanted to make a joke, like, if you're used to me being super good at this game and dodging everything, the cheapness of invincibility transformations, then, oh, you know, something stupid like that. I didn't have one prepared because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna talk about the story. But, whatever. Here, big ring right here. So, Lava Reef Zone, there's a couple things that didn't go over, that were only in Act 1 to my knowledge. If you remember, you had those spiked platforms that rose up and then tried to crush you. Like, kind of thing. There were spikes, they're pretty wide, you remember them. But, I never did go over this. They work exactly as you think they would, but I didn't want to go over that. They can crush death you on the way down. It's not just like they hurt you on the spikes, that is a crush death, as a warning. So, there might be one later on, I don't remember, but... In addition to lava and fire, this zone's mechanic is spikes also. There's a lot of them in Act 2, especially. I saw I stayed there, because I did remember there was something down here, but I wasn't sure. And I did it just to show you guys, just in case. I didn't want to, like, risk that. even for the sake of the Let's Play. But hey, Hypersonic and Supersonic, the theme that happens, the original theme that the team that made this game composed is good, isn't it? I think it was a team. Might have been one person, actually, I'm not sure. Anyway, we're coming up to the end of the act. About to fight the boss, actually. Or not, it's Knuckles. You probably already heard the music. But he tries to actually, like, literally murder us before he, like, punched the Negomatic or threw a bomb at us even. But missed horribly. Oh, this. I'm gonna stop myself right there. Do not stand in the middle when you reach this section. You will instantly fall into the lava, get hurt, lose all your rings. So, and this boss can actually be quite a bit of a pain. Here he's gonna be launching missiles at you and destroying these platforms. It's not too hard to avoid. This is an auto-scrolling section, in case you haven't gathered, but whatever. Anyway, Knuckles, he's tried various different things. A lot of them have been somewhat inconsequential, just annoying. But he tried pushing a boulder on us. If that isn't murder, or attempted murder, I don't know what is. But I'm gonna keep on moving on here. We're approaching the boss. And there he is. This is the Hotmobile. Pretty difficult, actually, if you don't have a fire shield or a transformation available. What's gonna happen, he's gonna shoot these mines at you. And, you gotta dodge them, of course. If you have a fire shield and are good with jumping over things, like, don't do what I'm doing here. It's the dumbest thing you can do in this fight with a fire shield, because you'll lose it. Otherwise, this is what the fight is, jumping from platform to platform. Try to never stand on the edge, because that will happen. This is kind of hodgepodgey of a video, but whatever. Pretty easy to fall off, like overjump or underjump these platforms. I think I do, or preemptively jump. Alright. Yeah. But this is basically the boss. There's not really much more to it. Simple in theory. It's really simplistic, but actually really hard. Especially your first time around. You will die to this guy if you're first time around, unless you're really good. Anyway, that's Act 2. Lava cools again. And that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. As I said, story's about to happen. I lied. It's about to happen next time in the Hidden Palace Zone. Welcome to the Hidden Palace Zone. I didn't fool you with that at all. This is gonna be a little bit of a special video, of course. 2 zones in 1, because this zone takes no time at all, really. This is really more of a story level that you play through. Also up here, you can only, there's an area up there that has uber power-ups and rings. Like, not there, to the left, if you fly up there. There's power-ups and rings all up in there. It's a really good spot. You can only get it as Sonic and Tails or Tails alone, so if you're playing Sonic and Knuckles all by itself, there is no way to get it without hacks or debug. As you can see, it's a pretty hard jump to make if you're Sonic and Tails. You're better off just playing Tails in this part if you really want that. Further cementing Tails being easy mode in this game. I think I do give up at some point. It's gonna take a while though. Anyway, Hidden Palace Zone. Actually, I'll take this time to talk about some interesting trivia about Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That boss area we were just at, where the Death Egg reactivated a little bit and retorched everything. In the original game, that's counted as Lava Reef Zone Act 3. Trivia there. And in the original game, Hidden Palace Zone is counted as Lava Reef Act 4. So, if you didn't know that, which it's pretty common knowledge around this game, but in case you didn't, in case you're new to this series or this game, here's a Death Egg. Here, I do a strat. Because what story, really heavy, important story level would it be without Glow Ball? I haven't played the all video, so I had to do it now. I think actually maybe once I played it. I can't remember. Played the Slot Machine one. Actually, I don't think I played it in this video. I think I did. I probably didn't, but I think I did. If I can say anything here, grabbing a shield is of your highest importance. Because, not to spoil, but how many rings you have at the end does not matter. He will not get scored on this stage. So, as long as you have a shield, you'll be good. Rings are really more for life in this level, especially. I know they are in every level, but especially this one because there are no points at stake. And for 1-ups. I can't believe I missed one ring each time. I'm just stuck at 299. Couldn't get that 300 mark. Alright, you can see it on screen. We're fighting Knuckles, and he's probably the easiest boss in the game. Unless Hubris takes over, and then you will get hit. Otherwise, it's just an insta-shield fest. That was easy. Timer stops. And something's happening to the right. Let's see. Oh, look. It's our Super Emerald and the Master Emerald, and someone's taking the Master Emerald. Who else but Robotnik himself? Knuckles is trying to stop him, and so are we, but he cannot be defeated. He will take 255 hits to go down, of course. Zaps the crap out of Knuckles, and it's here we see Knuckles dazed and confused. He realizes he got duped. Finally, and now he's gonna help Sonic. Robotnik has the Master Emerald. Takes us to the secret area. I won't say secret. Shows us the teleporter to take us in the Sky Sanctuary, which is where I'll see you next time. See ya.